Okay, so let's continue with our coding exercise series. So open the leetcode.com and go to the problems tab. And if you scroll down in the search bar, write 12 and hit enter. So you will find the question number 12, integer to Roman, and it's come under the medium category. So click on it. So integer to Roman, by looking even just this line, we are going to know what we have to do. So the thing is, some integer is given either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there could be some range. So as per the constant, the integer could be maximum till 3999 and starting from the 1. Okay. And we need to convert to the Roman. So what is Roman? So first we need to know what is integer. We know what is integer. One, two, like all these numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, all these are integer, and we know what is Roman. If we know what is integer and what is Roman, only then we can convert. So Roman is just a symbol letter, symbolic letter. So as an example, 1 is represented using I, 5 is represented using V, 10 is representing using X character. So when you write 10, you write X, right? When you write 10, you write X. When you write 5, you write V. When you write 1, you write I. When you write 2, you write double I. When you write 3, you write triple I. So these are the Roman like letters. But for few letters, like we know, okay, from 1 to 10, maybe 1 to 20, maybe 1 to 50, we know. But for the large number, now we don't know. We need some kind of logic, or we need to using pen and paper, we need to figure it out. Like, okay, so we need to, so they said you need to convert integer to Roman, and they have given some symbols. So this is already given to us for our reference. Like one is like I, 1000 is M, 500 is D, 100 is C, and so they are in the function definition integer to Roman. They are going to give the number, and we have to give the string. So the output is string because these are the symbols. These are the characters. So character, and it will be very long character, right? So as an example, so if the three, so there are three I. So this is string. All right. So we need to return the string. Okay. So if we need to return the string, so we have to take some output variable, which should be string, which should be string. That's it, right? So this line of code definitely we require in our code, right? Okay, string. And after that, we have to just like append our string is equal to like output plus symbol, and we need to find out what symbol we are going to append, right? But we have to perform this kind of operation, right? Only then we are going to get our required output string. Okay. But how we are going to get, like, if the number is 1000, okay, we know M, but if the number is like 990, how? Because 990 is not given in this list, in our reference list. So how we are going to know? So first we have to figure it out how we are going to calculate that, how we are going to find that. Okay, let's go to the whiteboard. So just for the time being, so one second, for the time being, focus on this area, focus on this area, forget about the right hand side, just focus on the left hand side, right? So we have only these references given, like 1, 5, 10, 50, 100, 500, and 1000. We have only these references given. First, can we generate the Roman symbol using these letters only? Can we generate? So let's figure it out. So we will take a long example, 3289. All right, so 3289 is given. Okay, so 3289. So the highest number is 1000. So what we can do is we are going to subtract 1000. So the remaining is 2289. So we already used 1000. So we will put 1M because 1000 is M, which is perfectly fine. Now the remaining is 2289, which is the longest one. Or you can say we are going to scan from the reverse direction. So 2289. So the longest is 1000. So we are again going to subtract 1000. All right, so because 2289 is greater than 1000. Sorry, yes, 2289 is greater than 1000. So we are going to use one more 1000. So remaining is 1189. So we used one more 1000. So we appending MM. Okay. And now the remaining number is 1189. So our sub problem divide into 1189. So if 1189, sorry, the remaining problem should be 1289. So it should be, one second, it should be 1289. Right, so 1289. So 1289. So 1289, we can again subtract 1000. So the remaining character is 289. So we again use 1000. So we can add one more m. So we added one more m. Okay. Now the number is 289. 289. Can we use 1000? No. Can we use 500? No. Can we use 100? Yes. We can use 100. So from 289, we can subtract 100. The remaining is 189. So we use 100. So for the 100, we can append C. So we added C, which is perfectly fine. Okay, now the number is 189. So for 189, we can again use 100 because we can't use 500, and after that there is only 100. So we can use 100. So because 189 is not greater than 500, but 189 is greater than 100. So we are going to use the 100. So the remaining is 89, and as we use 100, so we are going to append C again. Now the remaining is 89. So is 89 greater than 100? No. So let's check the next one. Is 89 greater than 50? Yes, it's greater than 50. So the remaining is 39. So we use 50. So we append L because for the 50, the letter is L because whatever we are using, we are going to append because we used that letter. So that should be in our output string. The number is 39. Okay, 39. So is 39 is greater than 50? No. 39 is greater than 10? Yes. So we use 10. So we are going to append X, right? Because for the 10, the character is symbol is X. So we are going to use X. And the remaining is 29, which is fine. Now, so now we have the 29. So for the 29 is greater than still greater than 10. So we are again going to use 10 and the remaining is 19. So as we use 10, so we are going to append X, which is fine. Now 19 is still greater than 10, right? So the remaining is 9. So we use 10. So we are going to append one more X because we use 10. Okay, 9. So is 9 is greater than 10? No. 9 is greater than 5. 9 is, so here it should be 9. 9 is greater than 5, right? So 9 is greater than 5. So we use a 5. So 9 minus 5 is equal to 4. So we use 5. We use 5, which is fine. Now 4. 4 is greater than 5. No, 4 is greater than 1. So we use 1 and the remaining is 3. So we added 1. So we added 1. Okay. Now the remaining is 3. So 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So we use one more 1. One more I. Now remaining is 2. So 2 is still greater than 1. All right. So we use again 1. So we added one more I. Okay, 1. 1 is greater than 1. Basically, we are not checking greater than, we are also checking the equal to as well. So 1 is greater than equal to 1. Yes. So we use again more 1 and we appended I here. And this is our output string. And now the number is 0. So we have to stop our well, there is no number left. And our as per the constant, the number starting from the 1. So there is no number left. So this is our output string. But is this correct? So the answer is no. This is not correct. Why? Because so just think about the initial characters. So you are going to represent 10 is equal to x, but for the 9 you are going to represent like this only. You are, and here when we get a 9, we are going to represent like this, but this is wrong. So we know 9 is should be represented like this. 9 should not be represented like this. But how we are going to know? Okay, for 9 we can hard code, but what about the other characters? All right. Okay. So similarly, one second. Similarly, 5 is equal to this. But what about the 4? Are we representing 4 like this? No. We are representing 4 like this. Basically starting from the smallest and then go to the highest. So starting from the smallest and to go to the highest. But 9 is not in this list. 9 is not in this list. So that's why by this logic we are getting this v and then 4I. All right. So we are getting this output as per this logic because 9 is not in our list. Similarly, if there is a 4, so there is a 4, so we are getting we are again appending like a triple 4, like I, right? Instead of using I and 4. All right. So now we go to know this list is not sufficient. This list is not sufficient. So even if you read the question further, they have said I can be replaced before 5 and for 10. And so for 4, we are going to write like I and then B. For 10, we are going to write I and X. Similarly, for 40, they are say we have to write X and L. For 100, they have to say, for 90, we have to say X and C. Similarly, for 400 and for 900. So it means they have given such hint. We have to include these number as well. Along with these numbers, we have to take the reference of 4, 9, 40, 90, 400, and 900 as well. Okay, so let's include in our list. So we include 4, which is like I and V, because they said 4 will be, I can be placed before V. So for 4, I can be placed before V. Okay, fine. For 9, I can be placed before X. For 9, I can be placed before X. Okay, fine. For 40, X can be placed before L. For 40, X can be placed before L. For 90, X can be placed before C. For 90, X can be placed before C. For 400, C can be placed before D. For 400, C can be placed before D. For 900, C can be placed before M. So for 900, C can be placed before M. So we added 4, 9, 40, 90, 400, and 900. We added because these things is not sufficient, because uh, these things is not sufficient, because we are going to know we are getting wrong answer, because for 9 we don't write this thing, we write 1 and then X. We write like 9 in this way. So these letters are not sufficient, and even in the question they have mentioned, they have given us some hint. So let's use that hint. So now we created our some kind of like reference, which a map kind of this only. Right, so we create a reference. Okay, now let's use the same example. Are we going to solve this by using this like symbols, or do we need something else? So let's try that. Okay, so 3289. So 3289 is greater than 1000, so we remaining 2289. So here it should be, one second, control chat, it should be 1289. All right, yeah, fine. So now 3289 is greater than 1000, so we use 1m. So remaining is 2289. 2289 is still greater than 1000, so we use one more m, and remaining is 1289. 1289 is still greater than 1000, we get 289. Still we use like 1000, so we are going to put one more m. 289 is greater than 100. 289 is greater than only 100, not 400. So we use 100. So we use C. So we put 189. 189 is greater than 100. So we put one more C, and remaining is 89. So 89 is greater than 50. So we use 50. So we put L, and remaining is 39. 39 is greater than 10. So we use X. So we put X, and the remaining is 29. 29 is greater than 10. So we use one more 10. So we put X, and remaining is 19. 19 is greater than 10. So we use one more X, and remaining is 9. So what about the 9? 9 is greater than equal to 9. So we use IX. So here in this area, till this point it's fine. Till this point it's fine. But as soon as we find 9, we are like going to open V, and then I and I. But here for 9, because now in our new list we have the 9, so that's why we directly use 9. That's why do we directly use 9. So it means this is correct, and this is the correct answer. And if you want to verify, you can Google it, like this is the correct answer, right? So now we are going to know uh, this like reference is not enough, so we need this reference. So whatever the reference they provided, this is not enough, so we need to use this reference as well. This reference, it is given in the question itself, like you don't need to even worry about, you don't even need to think. You can just take one example, try it out. You are getting wrong answer, then you need to figure it out, then you read further, and you are going to know, okay, they said these are some special characters, so we need to use that for 9, 14, 90, 490. So that's why like we use that. Now we know the logic. Now we know the logic. So the logic is, so first we need this reference. So first we need this reference in our code. We added one output string, which is fine, and we need this reference as well. This reference as well, and we know this reference. So let's hard code this reference. So or you can say Roman to integer, Roman integer map, or Roman integer pair, something like that, and it could be list, and list is of tuple. Okay, so we are going to, because we are checking from the last, because 3289 is greater than 1900, 500. We are, if we check from the first, is 3289 is greater than 1? Yes, is 3289 is greater than 1? Then we are ending with I in the starting, but no, we have to check from the last. 3289 is greater than 1000, so that's why we are putting in the reverse direction. So for M, it's 1000. So let's hard code it. Then we have like a CM, and it is 900. And what after that? 500, which is D. What after that? 400, which is CD. 400 is CD, right? What after that? 100, which is C. After that, 90, which is XC. After that, 50, which is L. After that, 40, which is XL. After that, 10, which is X. After that, 9, which is IX. After that, 5, which is V. After that, 4, which is IV. And after that, 1, which is I. 1. So now our reference is ready because we need this reference. All right. Okay. What next? Because okay, why I took in a list? Why I took in a list? Because if you see, I am checking all the elements 3289,000. Then I'm checking still 1,000, then 1,000. Then when it's come to 289, then I still check from 1,000. Okay, 1,000 is 289 is not greater than 1,000. Is it greater than 900? Is it greater than 500? Is it greater than 400? It's greater than 100. Yes, it's greater than 100. So I am scanning all the elements. I am scanning all the elements. So we need some kind of a iterables. You can either take tuples or either. So we took list, or you can take a tuple as well. That is up to us. All right. Even we can take a tuple as well. I think tuple is fast. So let's take a tuple as well. Okay, because this is a standard and we should not modify this. Okay, so now that is done. Okay, what next? Now we have to scan this list. We have to scan this list. Okay, for if we scan this list of first element is this, and which will get symbol and we get value. So for symbol comma value in Roman integer pair. All right. So if you print symbol comma value, are we getting? Are we getting anything? So let's try. Just to check whether the loop is running fine or not, whether it's checking like everything or not. So M1000 CM900. So we are getting everything, right? Okay, now fine. Now what next? What next? We have to check. We have to check this number because in starting we are getting 1,000. Let's suppose here it's 3289. So we have to check if number is greater than value. If number is greater than value, then what? Because we are checking is 3289 is greater than 1,000. Yes, is 3289 is greater than 1,000. If number is greater than value, what we are doing in the output? In the output, we are adding the particular symbol because we added whatever the value is greater, we are adding that symbol. So output plus symbol. Along with that, we are doing the subtraction from the number. So number minus number is equal to number minus values. The new number is 2289. We are doing the number is equal to number minus 1. But if you do this only, if you do this only, and we have to return the output as well. So we have to return the output as well. But if you do this only, is this fine? Because in the starting, the number is 3289. Okay. We checking 3289 is greater than, because we are also running a loop. So 1,000. Yes, 1,000. We put M. Now the number is 2289. So, but in the second array, in the second loop, our like we already reached 900. So we are not again checking with the 1,000. We are again checking with the 900. All right. So we are checking. Okay, if number is 2289. 2289 is greater than 900 because this is a loop. Loop means like M already scanned. So now the next element is CM. So we are checking, and our loop will be finished definitely, but we are get the wrong answer. So instead of people, we have to again start from the M. We have to again start from the M. So we will again checking the same element using while number is greater than value, do this. So we are like checking like this. Okay, because if number is greater than value, number is greater than value 2289, right? So again we will check, is still number is greater than value, is still 2289 is greater than value. We will check, we will check, because we know in the for loop, once this element gets scanned, when this element gets scanned, we have to come to the next element, we have to come to the next element. But this M can be repeated multiple times, this M can be repeated multiple times, so we have to check this M continuously until our loop like satisfy the condition. So that's why we am checking whether until this number, until this number 22891189 until or 3289, until this number is greater than the whatever the element we pick, until this number, then we run the loop. So let's try to run it. So we are getting wrong answer. Okay, so it should be, because we said we are not only going to check number is greater than, we are going to check number is equal to. Because here 9, if we check, okay, 9 is greater than 9, no. 9 is greater than 5, yes. So we have to check is 9 is greater than or equal to 9. So that's why we have to put equal to as well. So let's try to run it. So now our sample case has been accepted. So let's try to submit it. So our solution has been accepted, and we beat 85% of the people, and in the terms of a memory, we beat 54% of the people. All right. So that's the end of the solution. So this is like not very easy, like, because maybe if you read the question, you can no, how we are going to know. But whenever the question is given, don't directly jump into the solution. Never jump into the solution. Split the solution into very minimal part. As an example, we know we need a string, we know we need a string, okay, we pick some string, so that line of code is done. Okay, so we know some reference is definitely required, we know some reference is definitely required, so we take some reference. And so starting from the reference which is given, if we take that, then we are going to know, no, this is, we got the wrong answer. So we read the further question. As soon as we read the further question, we go to know we need few more references. So we need few more references, and we try using pen and paper, and we get the correct answer. So we know this is our final reference. So we take that reference. Along with that, we know this is a string. So we need to do the string like a concatenation. So we are doing the skin string concatenation and concatenation with the number. Just ignore this. Ignore this. Along with that, we know as soon as we added one element, we have to do some. We have to subtract the number. So we are subtracting the number as well. Along with that, we have to check in this array as well. So that's why we are running a loop. Only this part may be like a confusing for some of the people, because why? Because we have to check the same number again and again. Okay, so that's it. That's the end of the video, and you can also try this question. Thank you.